right, let me see. This shit is working this time. Give me 1 second, y'all. Make sure this shit's working this time. Test 1 2.
Test 1 2.
We good. We good. We good. We good. Let's get into it. No, 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 no.
Yeah. Just start pilot. Yeah. Who me? Oh me. Yeah. Let's get it. Making out the metals, I go dig up with a shovel. Pour a little water, 3 blessings, I do that hustle. I'm the medicine man, I can help you with your check. I'm the medicine man, I can help you with your check. Make a little metals, I go dig up with a shovel. Pour a little water, 3 blessings, I do the hustle. I'm the medicine man, I can help you with your check. I'm the medicine man, I can help you with your check. Cool. Okay, let's get it. I was in the book, dropping some plants and fruits, but that's not bills. I know how it be to run the world, so don't care about bills. Or a teacher, if the best thing to do is to say some shit the government owns. Never you will know. Teaching about space, that shit don't exist. Just probably dismissed that, but will I miss it? Your girl really jiggle up, just like a fish. She had a fucking mom, but I gotta catch a mom. If we at the mall, play songs in the hall. They got me fresh all the time when I rest. I dance with the book man with the shit. Cause I be scary if a nigga, yeah, your moms know. In the ceiling with my local stuff, we float to coast. Coast to coast, treating trees, how they treating me. Spit the neck, forsake us all I really need. Making out the metals, I go dig up with a shovel. Pour a little water, 3 blessings, I do the hustle. I'm the medicine man, I can help you with your debt. I'm the medicine man, I can help you with your debt. Make a little metals, I go dig up with a shovel. Pour a little water, 3 blessings, I do the hustle. I'm the medicine man, I can help you with your debt. I'm the medicine man, I can help you with your debt. All these crackheads, all these zombies, all these damn invaders make me pull up with that esoteric damn castrator. They like Power Rangers, but goddamn it, why they range us? Put a star under they badge and say now they're related. Damn it, this star was copied too, so you know I see you. Okay, that's the two shit, that's space, not them vacuums or screws. It's that something you use with the message, with your Bluetooth. Connected to the great one, so you know I control this. When I'm with your girl, she found, and the way she got that hold my psyche, you got some with that legit of getting down. Now you stuck in that place, angels take you out the way. If I say I see the light, I'm talking about that midnight sky. Making out the metals, I go dig up with a shovel. Pour a little water, 3 blessings, I do the hustle. I'm the medicine man, I can help you with your debt. I'm the medicine man, I can help you with your debt. Make a little metals, I go dig up with a shovel. Pour a little water, 3 blessings, I do the hustle. I'm the medicine man, I can help you when you dead. I'm the medicine man, I can help you when you're dead.
You know what I'm saying? How's it? Let's try this again. No bullshit. God damn. You get this time? We good this time. All right.
Let's get into the live stream. You know what I'm saying? Medicine Man giving y'all some motherfucking game, taking y'all back a few hundred years ago. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? When times was more predicated on not not who what you know. I mean, not who you know, is what you know. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm based on who you know, things can kind of get a little misconstrued. Based upon what you know, it's wisdom and that's knowledge, and that's actually always like you know what I'm saying. And think about it, everything the number one thing to learn, the number one thing down here is learning. Wherever you go, you're gonna learn. So, you know what I'm saying? So just when you come in this channel, you come to the purest substance and how you can gain some type of attributes and how to learn within yourself. So your learning is like it's like the best way you know how to talk to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Real motherfucking shit. Now here's the thing. When you're understanding how to astral travel within the space of where you created these substance for in general on how to become your own unique individual, you know, we all have a place in the stars. You know what I'm saying? And based upon that place in the stars, you want to know where you're at in that place of the stars. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not somewhere you're going to, it's somewhere that you come back with more wisdom and knowledge. So in within that parameter, you know whatever you're getting into, you're having that way on how you create the foundation within the secondary tools, because the secondary tools will be the mind. You know, I mean, I'm sorry, no, the physical. Second, wait, I got confused. Secondary to yeah, the mind. My bad. The first two will be the body. Secondary two will be the mind. So depending on how you utilize those substance on how to carve out your area, aka carve out your land. You know what I'm saying? Where you're from, you want to make sure you're doing that to the best of your ability. So in any surroundings, in any space, you have that one way on how to put that spunk together, that fusion, friction, pressure together to make creation out of that substance. So whatever you got going on, you have some sort of creation substance with you in any space, in any general space you're at as a spirit. So it's like no matter what, you're gonna be put in a space of where you have to be understanding how to be the teacher and the student aspect in all your scenarios. You know what I'm saying? Because in each scenario, you know what I'm saying, sometimes you may have people try to misdirect that scenario in your life, you being a student or you being a teacher, but those be the bystanders. You know what I'm saying? You want to be the space of where you're understanding how to know how to intake and extake certain things. So you intake, you know how to take in knowledge. When you extake, you know how to give out knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So Xing is these things are Xing out of forms. You know what I'm saying? When you're Xing out certain forms, it's not really you Xing out of a certain form, but you can see it as that because you keep these like when you don't take like for example, you don't take the same body or mind. You're leaving these things. But when I'm talking about the the third dimensional mama land aspect, for example, you don't take when you're let's say you're going to somebody else's land or somebody else's backyard and they're in their space, and you plant a seed there and you plant a flower or fruit or whatever you plant there. You can, in order for you to take that, you gotta destroy it and take it out, and then you gotta utilize that substance, that whatever you did within that flower, to sell and make that some new sense of currency, some new sense of uh superiority, whatever you make out of that. But here's the thing: you're coming to somebody else's land and doing that. You know what I'm saying? So you can't escape that substance of where you're utilizing that actual effect, that cause. The cause was what you went there. The effect is why you did it. So you can't take out that substance of why you did certain things in that geographical location to make something out of yourself. So you made that your creativity to come on other people's land and do certain things. You know what I'm saying? Now, here's the thing: you don't take that same mind state of how you do it. Like you may not, like for example, you may not. I'm trying to make this because I'm trying to make this the best way I can make. So you didn't necessarily come with the energy of like trying to, how I say this, sweet talk any individuals. You came with manipulation. You know what I'm saying? And when you come with manipulation, there's always what's that word I look for? There's always, you don't that backstabbing or alternative motives behind that, those certain actions. And if you're not directing your certain path or certain currency in your life in the right aspect, you might be misguided and misdirected to certain things. To aim, you may shoot for the stars, but you may have not. You may have actually like took it physical. So you may have actually thought to yourself, "Oh, let me actually shoot for the stars." Like when someone told you shoot for the stars, but we're talking about in the spiritual senses. You are a star, so shoot for your highest potential of what you can be. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you understand trains of thoughts like this, you're able to become an esoteric sensei in every realm of reality. So knowing how to taekwondo every scenario that's in your face. So when you're doing things like that, it's based on you having the right procedures on how to be a necessary what's that word look for, vessel for God in that right area in your life. You know what I'm saying? Real motherfucking shit. So um that's why that in that aspect you want to be in the pilot seat of all times in that motherfucking shit. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you may, like I said, you may get misdirected, and you know you gotta drive for yourself and others. But sometimes it may get tiring, and you may want to be in a space of where you want someone else to drive for you at one point, because you're like, I do this, I do this, I do this. Like, what the fuck? Why can't somebody else do this shit for me for this one time? But you won't see it there because you like God trusts you to be that vessel, to be utilized as that one unique individual to do that pure substance in that area in your life. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about based up. It's based upon the here and now, but what you can make out of the here and now. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, you gotta be in such a way you're understanding how to pull something out of this space, pull something out in this space, and make that nothing you have look like something. So we make that nothing, like I said, look like something. Even my album, the Who Me album, the Great Mystery, it's kind of like even that aspect. I'm putting give you a story of my life of how I I I put it in certain. You know what I'm saying? But it's deep. It's you can. That's why when you listen to that music, oh, this is dope. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? You're like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like you're able to see certain different things within yourself that you probably didn't see within yourself, that you can make that individual no thing look like something. So we can get to that space within the great all spirit, the great spirit, and have something in that space, but make it look like nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's deep. Like it is deep. Like you gotta have this spiritual space traveler mind to get there. You know what I'm saying? Real motherfucking shit. Because as I'm the space traveler man today, you know what I'm saying? Real motherfucking shit. I'm in the atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? Flew out the atmosphere within the all things, you know, in space. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So it be shit like that, and if you don't see it, you won't understand it. You'll think to yourself, something is this way, something is that way, but you may not have the right starting point to see what you're supposed to what things you're supposed to put in within yourself to put in that spark element. You know what I'm saying? And it's not really an element, but the reason we say element is because there's things that we can create out of that um out of those cycles, those water cycles. You know what I'm saying? You know, real motherfucking shit. So, like I said, when you're in that space, you're knowing how to be at your fullest potential at all times, no matter what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're at your fullest potential at all times, sometimes You won't know when it's time to when it's time to move on to a new space. You'll probably get stuck in the old space and think to yourself, you might have to be in this scenario, or you might be in a space where you think to yourself, or you might have to be in that scenario or this scenario. But it's all about you creating that scenario in general, and that's a water cycle, and it's like a cycle that you have to go through, because if you don't go through that, you won't know what you can do out of the procedures of what you can or can't do. So it's like you're creating a certain substance out of that river, and that river, it's really healthy because it's really how you bathe yourself, wash yourself. You know what I'm saying? Esoterically wash yourself. So you come to God naked. You're coming to God clean. You know what I'm saying? What they say? God to get to godliness is to cleanliness and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So you might not know, but you got to get to a place where you're getting to that esoteric location clean and naked. That's how the only way God likes it. You know what I'm saying? You bring some jiggly. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's the only way how God like it, this motherfucking shit. So you don't. Who told you to be the judge in that area? You don't ever judge nobody. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's called for. You know what I'm saying? Real motherfucking shit. Because you should let everyone be in their own little spiritual space within themselves. You know what I'm saying? You can't try to create certain um things within somebody, because you'll never know how an individual thinks. You can never. So there's no point of diving deep within their mind. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about what you can create now, and then in the future, the whole world looks just like you. But it's not that you predicted it, or it's not that you think. It's just about you were already in a spiritual space in the future, so you knew what was gonna play on in the here and now, in the present. So when God always brings the shift within, it's time for like you to be the face of that thing. So the motherfuckers can't say, "Oh no, this individual." No, that you were already doing it first. You know what I'm saying? You're already creating this foundation first. You're already creating this substance first. So motherfucker can't say, "Oh, you just know," but you've been doing that. You know what I'm saying? So now when it gets to a certain path, motherfuckers. So like I said, menace man, I'm telling y'all. You know what I'm saying? You may be going through a space of where you think what you're doing ain't worth it, or what you're doing ain't ain't really worth it at the moment. But I'm telling y'all, keep going. Don't stop. Keep going what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, if it's for God, if it's not for your selfish needs, if it's actually for God, all possibilities, you know what I'm saying, then you're doing it for all possibilities. And you should know deep down within yourself that when you do this shit for all possibilities, you don't come with no bias, you don't come with no ego, you don't come with no baggage, you don't come with no narcissist narc energy, you don't come with no self-centered energy. You come because, like I said, you come naked, you come clean, you come with in the right areas. You don't make that shit look, like dirty to what it is now. Like, you don't make that shit look dirty to what it is now. You make that shit beautiful in all aspects. So when you're going to that scenario of where it takes for you to be an individual in that creation substance, you're more in the beauty path, aka you are in the beauty path. But when I say more, it's like the water pulling you to that cycle, because it's like motherfuckers may not know what the beauty path is, but here's the thing: you live within the great spirit right now, so you have something you do within yourself that's supposed to be for you and you only. Don't for example, you can't take someone out of their space and make them pay attention to what you want to pay attention to. You can't take a motherfucker out their consciousness and make them want to, because you're fucking up a cycle, and that cycle is supposed to be for them and them only. You know what I'm saying? So when you're in that certain cycle, if you're going through the beauty path, to get to, like I said, to get to the beauty path, you have to be in a space of where you're willing to let go of the bullshit you have that you tried. Like, why I say that song, my second something spice. You can bring whatever you want, just don't bring no baggage. When I say you can bring whatever you want, I'm talking about the substance of where you're already at that pure space. So you're already at that space of where you already know you're not really bringing anything. you're bring when you're really in that space of where you're at that space of where you can create what you want. So you're bringing that into an existence. But then I say my next line: don't bring no baggage, because that can't be holding no baggage. That has to be centered to your individualistic goals. So it's based upon what you can make out of that thing now, and then make that look beautiful. That's that's the beauty path. So that's what I've been talking about in the area of where that, you know what I'm saying. And I was in atmosphere, so that's why I came back in this vessel, because y'all motherfuckers are stuck and stagnated in something. So I had to come back in this vessel and try to wake y'all motherfuckers up. Like, nigga, snap the fuck out of it. Get the fuck out of that. Stop. So y'all should have been on some new space shit. Like, this realm is not even the shit. Y'all should have been in the real world, like where I'm from, like. And it's not even the real world. It's just life. But something y'all just got stopped in that space, and now y'all in your own scenario where y'all create your own like thing, stagnated energy, and that's in this one scenario. So it's like, what the fuck? It's like, man, I had to get y'all out of that. So I will. That's why God sends His children down here to get y'all out of that substance, so y'all can now see. Excuse me. Have a better way in how to see something. Real motherfucking shit. So when you have that better way of how to see something, it was all necessary. And then, like, we don't even need y'all to thank us. It just that thing, and we get it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, now on to the next. You know what I'm saying? On to the next. On to the next. Freeze. Somebody give me my money, please. Somebody give me my money, please. Who said that? I don't know who sang that song. It was Jay-Z. Shout out Jay-Z. That was Jay-Z. But yeah, so you want to be in that space and that motherfucking shit. Motherfuckers don't be prepared and don't know where that space in the spiritual realm is. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers like, see, here's the thing. Motherfucker may try to I'm gonna tell you, you may actually be close to that spiritual space, but here motherfucking go see you close to that spiritual space and trying to stop that. So you may be, it may take, if you do just one more, God just wants to see you do one more thing, just one more thing, and then you tell yourself, I don't want to do it. It's like, what the fuck, you were that close. Just God just wants to see you try within that aspect. So when you try within that aspect, you're almost there. You just, God wants to see you do one more move, and whatever move you do, you get there. And when that move that took you there, it was almost like, it didn't feel like it was all that work to get there. It felt like you just it's like, it felt like whatever you accomplished, you were just being yourself, and that's what it takes. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers just gotta learn how to be themselves down here. A lot of times, motherfuckers are run on a synthetic mind states on how to be on this person or be this person. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers always talk about role models. Nigga, fuck a role model. Nigga, you don't want to be no role model, because the role models all just want to be a role model is just someone to play a role, just to be that model, to get paid. You know what I'm saying? So they're just doing it for money. If you're naturally like that, then you're just doing it because you're in the, you walk with God. You don't have that mentality to be in the space of trying to be with the dwellers, be with the ground dwellers. You know what I'm saying? You're always in the space of where you're with the sky dwellers, you're with the air beings, you're with the air creatures, with the air forms. You know what I'm saying? And those entities give you all the good game on how to never lessen yourself within any experience or any individual's characteristic personality within that attribute. You know what I'm saying? Because they're always putting you in a space of where you're always above that thing. You know what I'm saying? You're always above that thing in any scenario in your life. You know what I'm saying? So, and in the scenario within that subject, you're always put into a space of where you're knowing how to have that right thing within any area in your life to accomplish something. You know what I'm saying? So you want to be in that space at all times. You know what I'm saying? Because motherfucker may not be prepared for you to get to that space, but it's not what they want. It's what you want. Just how serious do you take God? You know what I'm saying? Do you take God as a joke, or do you take God seriously? You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers don't be taking God seriously and when it's time for the world to see what you did, it's like, motherfucker, you don't have nothing to offer. You're stuck in an old ship. You're stuck in a previous way that no one sees life as anymore. And the reason why is because you're within the Great Spirit, and the Great Spirit changes its mind. You know what I'm saying? The Great Spirit doesn't have the same, just like you don't have the same thoughts you had about 2 years ago or 5 years ago or even last week. You think the Great Spirit would have that? You think the Great Spirit is gonna have that have the mechanism of not having the same thoughts from it had from the previous thing? It's like previous year, previous minute. It's like, see, we're in within the Great Spirit. So think about it. If we don't have certain thoughts from 3 weeks ago, the Great Spirit, you think the Great Spirit doesn't want to experience some shit like that too? So don't be a narc and think to yourself, oh, it's about me, 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 me. Let me do it this way. No, it's like you gotta be in a where you're understanding the mechanism in a totality on where that shit is leading to. You know what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers don't be prepared and think to themselves like, oh, let me do it, let me get to it something in this way and see how this is going, because let me see how, because it seems comfortable and everyone else is doing it. It's like, then you're not prepared to be a vessel. You know what I'm saying? And motherfucker, God only wants strong spirits to play a vessel. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, you gotta be a system where you're understanding the mechanism and how to utilize that, and how to not utilize it, but how to utilize the substance out of that mechanism. So when you're in the mechanism in general, you're always in the space of where you're always in the greater lights. You know what I'm saying? And it's something that you create within the area of trying to circle out the square out the circle. So you square out the circle, then you circle out the square. You know what I'm saying? So when you're in that scenario, now you're seeing things from a bird's eye view in all of your scenarios. So that's how it's supposed to be in all at all times. Real motherfucking shit, motherfucking shit. You know what I'm saying? So motherfuckers may not understand that. Somewhere down the line, humans forgot about that. Humans forgot about things like shit like that, like thinking about deep things, like thinking about things in general. Somewhere down the line, humans forgot. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't know how y'all forgot, but it's something that y'all didn't have to forget. It's like y'all chose to, or I don't know, whatever. Something happened that y'all made y'all forget. It's someone stunning that or something. You know what I'm saying? So it's like naturally we're supposed to we're all supposed to go with the sun. You know what I'm saying? Go within the sun. Like it was some shit like that. Like when the sun rises, you do what the sun do. It's like just like the sun does. It's like you once you move with the sun, you start to look like the sun. You know what I'm saying? It's like some shit like that. But y'all done forgot that, and now y'all are in these low vibrational human forms. So that, like God's children can't we come back and we participate with y'all, but we may know it a little better than y'all. So it's like we may get stung or we may get burned within the hell y'all, the hellfire you don't crave for yourselves. But since we already been there, done that, we already know how the mechanism, how to get the fuck out of that shit. Now they know how to get stuck in that motherfucking shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it be shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So you want to be aware and knowing how to look at these things. So when you're looking at these things within the proper aspects, you're always having the right starting point to know what you're supposed to be at, or what you're supposed to lead at, or where you're supposed to have those certain mind states to know how to get you out of that low vibrational space or any type of low vibrational area in your life. So when you're in that right when you get to the when you get to the path of where you created it all, it's like it's almost like you're looking you're looking back at the things you done, your footprints in the sand, and you're looking back at the certain things you did. And when you look back at the certain things you did, it's almost like you can choose to create new ones or help spirits stuck in that one. And here's the thing. Like we don't like when motherfuckers be in hell. Like even though we talk about y'all going to hell, but we really, because we've been there, we know what it's like. So we don't wish that upon our worst enemy. But then when an individual pushes us, it's like, what the fuck are y'all doing? But then it's like, what the fuck? It's like, but it's like, I don't know. It's like, hmm, hmm. I guess a motherfuckers don't give a fuck. But here's the thing: you're gonna go to hell, be either way. Like you're gonna have to go through it. But once you go through it, you realize that once that hell expires, you realize that, oh shit, this shit is a hell. Like, I probably shouldn't even be here. And you be telling, oh yeah, I shouldn't even be here. What the fuck, or whatever. Whatever comes to your mind when you're in that exact moment, you realize, oh shit, I'm in hell. You'll be in a place of where like you'll go through certain trains of thoughts of where you tell yourself like damn, this shit can't be real. Like you be going through experiences where you think like, nah, this shit can't be going, this shit can't be real, this shit can't be going on, this shit can't. But then it gets to a point where something just doesn't make sense. You're like, what the fuck is this? It's like and then it'll play out. But you gotta be in a space of where you're knowing that yeah, you're lost in your own mind. So in order to understand that thing, you gotta know, you got to learn about that space. You got to learn about what made you get lost in the first place. What made you becoming these certain trains of thoughts. What made you think to yourself this was the right starting point. What made you, and then once you understand what made you always come to the what made you. Then you start to expand out of that. If you if you're doing the right area, if you're always imploding yourself, you're always getting lost in it and trying to make others. In that world, you try to make others connect. Be confined to what you got going on. So then you'll think you're talking to others, but you're really talking to yourself. You know what I'm saying? So when you're talking to yourself, you may think you have a team and everything. It'll be crazy, but it's like, and all y'all do is do manipulation and credence and retardation and stupidity and y'all trolling, whatever y'all into. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be into that type of energy, and when y'all into that type of energy, you'll think you're talking to real people, but it's really you talking to yourself in that mind, and that's how you implode yourself. But once you understand how to get out of that, you always understand what made me do this. What made you always getting out the layers of what made you become this certain characteristic, or these certain areas, or these certain ways of coming to a certain scenario. And once you're in that space, it's like, oh shit, oh well, I'm back. I'm finally. You say you come back. But then you implode yourself in that scenario. So when you say you're back in that scenario, it's like, oh, you come back in a lesser form. It's like, oh shit, nah, I want to come back in this form. Oh hell no. So you come back in a lesser form. But and it's really not you saying you're back. It's really you saying I'm that, because for you to come out, because listen, like I said, when you're in that form and you're expanding out that motherfucking shit, it's like you like I said, you say you're back, but then you realize, oh shit, that whatever, I'm back, I'm that at that moment. You know what I'm saying? Then you're in a space where, oh shit, I'm stuck in something. You know what I'm saying? Now you realize, okay, you didn't reincarnate into some pet giraffe or some pet leprechaun or some pet monkey, iguana, a koala bear creature. You know what I'm saying? So now you gotta really get back into that shit. Like, oh, let me get the fuck out of this shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's like once you're in a substance of where you're more in this space of where you're always in the expansion quality. Because you're gonna expand and contract, but it's not what you do, it's how you do it. So if you're expanding the quality of where you're always in the space of learning, or you're always in the space of putting the shit, like where how you learn your certain substance, or your certain scenarios, or your certain areas, or your geographical location, how you learn about your geographical location is based upon what came to you to be an individual, to be that character in that star role. You know what I'm saying? So it's like how you're a star player in that role. You know what I'm saying? And once you and then you can always be in a space of where oh shit, I got this. It's like I got this. You know what I'm saying? Because you got God. You know what I'm saying? When you got God, you can do anything. You know what I'm saying? It was a quote I seen when I was younger. It was like, with God all things are possible. I think that was a quote. But that ain't shit truer than that. With God all things are possible. I think if that was a quote, but yeah, I think that might have been a quote. And motherfucker, God, yeah, that's the realest shit you can ever. Whoever said that quote, man, they must have had God. Because you see, here's the thing: when you create quotes like that, you're supposed to have a legacy. You're supposed to be in a space where you have certain, like, motherfuckers uphold that and say, nah, this individual created that quote and came up with that context. So this is their legacy, and they should be getting paid to the riches. If you want to get lost in the currency, but or not create your own currency, but if you don't want to create their own currency, they should be getting lost in the synthetic ass currency, because that's a cold ass saying. You know what I'm saying? With God, all things are possible. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like God is all possibilities, and when you're with all possibilities, you can create anything, that nothing, make it look like something, and at the same time make it look like mysterious ways that you like no one has ever seen it before. Let me my point. So when you're in that space of where you're in that expansion quality and things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? You want to be in a space where when you're expanding certain things, when you're expanding certain things, you want to like once you're in expanded, you already know it. Like, because here's the thing, you'll know it's expansion when you're anytime you can feel lighter. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you feel heavier, that's implosion. You know what I'm saying? And however you go upon that thing, you want to know that you're supposed to be in a place of where you're putting some certain foundation or some certain esoteric currency within the space of where you created that area in that geographical location of where you went in spiritual realm to create that substance out of that scenario. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't understand that, then you'll get lost in the sauce thinking, oh shit, nah, I probably should be doing this, or I probably shouldn't be doing this, or I probably should be doing this. It's like you probably should just be doing yours. You should probably just be being your goddamn motherfucking self. That's motherfucking shit. God damn it. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers don't know. Just be yourself. It ain't hard to be yourself. The society in Disney made it hard to be yourselves, because whatever they told you what it is to be a real man or woman, y'all done lost that quality in how to create your own spark and be yourself. So it's like, man, motherfuckers just don't understand it, and it's like it be simple shit, but motherfuckers just don't. I don't know, motherfuckers. Like, and I wish it was so simple. I wish it was. I like, why can it only what is it? What do say? I can't think of it. Well, why can't it all just be so simple? You know what I'm saying? Why can it all just be so simple? You know what I'm saying? Because motherfucking it should be simple, but motherfuckers make it hard. I don't know why, man. I don't know why. I try every day. I try to figure out what seed that what they make the motherfuckers think to themselves that this was supposed to be so hard, or this was supposed to be so difficult. What the fuck is this? I don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the more I know, the more it motherfucking pulls me down. I'm like, what the fuck? Nah, I don't want to know anymore, because if I know, fuck that. Me trying to think of things like that would be a reason why motherfuckers think to themselves it's cool to think like that. Like, man, they're like, that ain't cool to think like that at all. Keyword at all. You know what I'm saying? So it's just about knowing a procedure and knowing the mechanism. So when you're understanding the mechanism, you start to. It's like basketball. You're dribbling the ball. When you dribble the ball, it becomes simple. Like, you know how when you would like motherfuckers playing basketball, when they dribble the ball, it starts off rough. They don't have no handles, but then you start to get handles. It starts to become easier. It's a mechanism. So see life like that, like a mechanism. Either you got it or you don't. Either you got the sauce or you don't. It's as simple as that. So motherfuckers, you got to know. See, like, you know what I'm saying? See it like that. And motherfuckers weren't telling Michael Jordan, you shouldn't be you shouldn't be dribbling like that. You should be dribbling like this. Michael Jordan said, Michael Jordan didn't give a fucking dribble how he wants to do it. That made him dribble from the free throw line and jump from dunk from that motherfucking shit. So, but you think he gives a fuck how you feel? Now he's a million. Now wherever how much he's billionaire, whatever that means, he owns Jordan. You know that it's kind of flunked out because Nike owns Jordan, so they technically own him. Say, nigga, boy, you take this, we own you. It's like, oh shit. But there wouldn't be no NBA without Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Think of this: there wouldn't be no whatever substance you created. There wouldn't be no whatever you created. Think of that as your child. There wouldn't be that without you. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you created, you're the face of that thing. So it's like it's just about understanding, like I said, that mechanism. And once you understand that mechanism, you're put into the to great all and how it's supposed to be seen. You know what I'm saying? And once you're understanding that, it's like, man, shit is beautiful. Shit is really beautiful. Like motherfucking shit can really be simple in an area where you put the right qualities in the where it's supposed to be seen at. So it'll be shit like that. But beyond that, you know what I'm saying? We 40 minutes in this motherfucker. That's all pretty much how I say this motherfucking shit is medicine man. Medicine man giving y'all some spiritual game in this motherfucking shit. So when y'all can go upon y'all days with the better mentality, how to think of certain things. So when you have certain mind states in your mind, you can always you don't gotta go to no person in the real world telling you, oh, you should think like this. You should think, oh, just come back to my shit, or you just think of certain things I didn't lay down for you to backtrack on, and think of whenever you're going through a low moment in your life, or a hectic or whatever, anything you're going through. And because we all work, we all have jobs, we all work and things of that nature. So and once you're going through that low vibrational workplace, or whatever you're at, or whatever you do your things at, come back to this realization, shit, it's always for a bigger cause. So it's always for your creativity. So you're doing it for your creativities. You utilize the money you make to get to your creativities. So you can get to your creativities. That's how what it's all about. So when you get into the scenario where you utilize the substance of whatever area you founded your 1-2 at, you put it within this scenario of what you created your actual foundation now. So it's like you're doing you're driving that spaceship, whoom, 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 and you're utilizing it to the best of your abilities, because you're just being yourself. You know what I'm saying? When you utilize your spaceship to the best of your abilities, and you're flying for yourself and others. That's how God can trust you in any scenario of when you lose it all, you can get it all back again. Real motherfucking shit. And so and sometimes God won't even put you to that situation of you losing it all, because it knows you understand the mechanism of what it is to even lose it all. You know what I'm saying? You orchestrate that mechanism. That's how you become like a part of the holy ones. Real motherfucking shit. But beyond that, you know what I'm saying? Just Spark Style Pilot, and we out of this motherfucker. I almost ended up with a type of text having the screen because I'm so used to the phone. But yeah, no lag. Yeah, we had no lag. We had this was perfect. You know what I'm saying? So I might go live more on the laptop, because the phone, I don't know why the phone be laggy and shit like that. It was never like that until the last 2 lives I went on. So what the fuck is this shit? So yeah, but yeah, beyond that, yeah, just Spark Style Pod. Yeah.